Yes, sir. Episode 3. Woo!
What's up, everybody? This is Jack Posey,
Ahmad, Shaw.
and this is the accountability call.
Let's do it.
So last episode, we talked to you guys about how Ahmad and I go about planning our weeks for progress and success and growth. And with that, we showed you how we set up our 3-2-1 goal planning strategy. And today, what you guys are going to get to see is how Ahmad and I hold each other accountable to our goals and our habits. And we're going to show you guys a couple other cool things, tell you guys some cool quotes we've pulled from the books that we mentioned. In the last book, for me, I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
I'm reading How to Win and Influence People. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Sorry. So
today, you guys are going to get another insight to what our conversations on a daily basis are like. So kind of going forward with that, Ahmad, we'll start with you.
All right.
Your 3 goals. What did you get done yesterday?
Yesterday was Sunday. So yesterday we did
today. My bad.
Today, so my word for the week was push. Push just because, in 28 days I'm having shoulder surgery, right? So I want to be completely ready for that, muscular wise, mentally. So a couple of my goals were core and control 5 times a week. Woke up this morning, that was the first thing I did. No, I'm lying. That was the second thing I did. Right. The first thing I did was one of my habits, actually, which was 5 a.m. yoga. Did that. Then right after that, I did core and control. And then right after that, I did shoulder work. So my shoulder work goal was my second goal, right? So I did that. I had to do that one more time today to hit that goal. Third goal, read every night. I got to get that in tonight. I'm probably going to start reading around 9 o'clock. Get a nice little 30 minutes in, and then go to sleep 9:30. Wash face with African soap. Did that. I literally just did that right before this call. Right, so I got to get that one more time. I got my 5 a.m. yoga, like I said, and then study in a consistent place every day. I mean, since I'm locked in right now, I'm here. So got everything out the way.
That's awesome. What's it called? Let me know how that soap goes.
Bro, honestly, it's weird. Like, I don't know, bro. I think it's working now. I don't know. So
I mean, you used it once like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. It's weird because it makes my skin tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it dries it up.
Yeah, it's cool though. So.
What's it called? Tonight, what are you gonna read? Are you reading Crime and Punishment, or are you gonna read How to Win Friends and Influence People?
That's a good question. Honestly, I'll probably read How to Win Friends and Influence People tonight. But I go on my walk or whatever, I'll bring Crime and Punishment with me, and I'll get at that. So.
And I know yesterday you mentioned, or 2 days ago, you mentioned that you wanted to, or you had to still set your goal for the week with the president on how far you guys are going to get.
I haven't talked to him yet. I haven't talked to him. We still got to link up. Matter of fact, let me put that down on the sticky note.
Speaking of that, I have some people, honestly, I have to reach out to as well. So write that down too.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him a text or whatever and try and get with him so we can figure out when we can get back on his book.
So, what's it called? How far in are you guys to that book?
On my Kindle, it says we're 68%. So I mean, we're a good ways through it. Hopefully, we got 3 more weeks of the semester, so hopefully we can finish it before the semester is over.
Yo, can you hear that by chance? In the background?
Barely.
Oh, yeah, there's some. I don't even know what that is. Some big truck that's cleaning the street.
Oh
well. If you can't hear it, then that's cool. But yeah, so for my 3-2-1, honestly, not doing as strong as you are so far, but I still need to work on accounting. I have my extra credit, my textbook readings that need to get done.
Yeah.
My 5 summaries, my 5 chapters. I have 1 chapter finished, so I need to write a summary on that tonight.
Yes, sir.
and I'll work on the next chapter tomorrow. I'll probably start it tonight before I go to bed, and then have the summary done tomorrow. Core control this morning, I got that done. So let me.
What control did you do, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was mind you, it's 5 a.m. I'm like, damn, I gotta do control. So I'm trying to figure out because I did clamshells today.
Yeah, so I did clamshells, and then like, when you lay on your side and like you point your toe down to the ground, you lift your leg up.
Your top leg, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I
I'm not
did
gonna lie,
both
I
of
thought about
those.
that one too.
Today, I didn't feel like doing the single leg glute bridge,
I don't
so
just
I
bad.
I laid on my side after I was done with core, and I was like, I'm just hitting this.
Yeah, because after I did my shoulder work, I was doing external rotation, and so I was already on my side. My shoulder was on fire, so I'm like, let me just do clamshells real quick.
Yeah, that's solid. Stretching wise, I've stretched for about like 15 minutes, so I still have 45 more minutes to go.
Cool.
Like I said, I had a physical I had to go to this morning, so
Yeah.
it kind of cut into my time. So after this, I should have some time, so I'll hop on then and get my 45 minutes in. I'm actually getting a haircut right after this too, so I'll get that done right away. Dude, my hair hasn't been this long. It's so well. That's a lie.
Bro, you talking about your hair, bro? Look at this. My hair is crazy. Honestly, when I get back, I might have to cut it all off, bro.
Dude, I almost buzzed it like
really
last week.
I might have to do it, bro.
Dude, not a bad idea. Like, it's so easy, and like I was literally back at my house, and I was looking at my roommates. I'm like, yo, you guys need to buzz this off my head. And they were literally like, in a couple days, I was gonna let them because we had to get like a razor because I wanted to go like down to the skin. Like I wanted like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
And I called my brother or my sister, for a matter of fact, and I told her I was gonna buzz it. And she was like, yo, mom's gonna be pissed if you do that. Like, you better not buzz it. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, mom wants you to get a haircut the second you get back, so you look nice. And I'm like, all right, well, if mom doesn't want me to get the buzz, then I guess I can't do it.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I might have to do it. I feel like the only thing that'll be weird is like when I gotta shampoo my hair. Because normally when I shampoo my hair, I gotta get like the bottle. I gotta squeeze the crap out of the bottle and put it in. So I feel like if I cut my hair and I'm squeezing the bottle, it's gonna be like too much shampoo on my head now.
Just gotta back off a little bit.
Yeah, probably so.
Save money on shampoo. There you go.
Bro, I run through shampoo, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So, whatever you got to do, right?
Yeah.
But besides that, last night I was in bed by I think 10:45, so my goal was by 10:50, so I hit that. Should be able to get that again tonight. And yeah, so pretty much the outlook for me and reaching out to my grandparents. I have a little bit of homework tonight. I want to get done my accounting extra credit, so I'm gonna try to get that done today, and then tomorrow in the afternoon I should have some more free time. So I'm gonna reach out, and tomorrow, hopefully, if my grandparents aren't too busy, which I don't think they will be, call one of them in the afternoon. So that's kind of my outlook for this evening and to tomorrow. But what's it called? I'm not ahead as far as you are, but definitely still have a good plan for getting myself done.
Yeah, no, you're good. So sounds like you got like 4 things to do.
Yeah. So counting homework, we get the extra credit done today. I got to write a summary and then start the chapter and then finish stretching. So well, that's for today, and then tomorrow, reach out to my grandparents.
Okay, cool. Sounds solid. Nothing too crazy. Something that you can for sure accomplish. So we're good. Yep. What was your word for the week again? I forgot.
My word for the week was listen.
Listen, yes, sir. Okay.
So I've proactively been just keeping my mouth shut and just trying to listen into conversations, and when I'm a part of a conversation, let everybody else kind of like have their thoughts put out before I say anything. And another thing with that is I've realized when you're talking to somebody, like I mean, pretty much what happened with our last episode too, like there's times where it's just silent. You don't have to fill every moment of a conversation with words.
Yeah.
So I've been like just taking my time and kind of stepping back. And if I want to say something before I say it, I like hold like for 5-10 seconds and then I'll say it.
Okay.
So like I really let myself like think about what I'm about to say. And I've did that yesterday and I've done it today so far, and it's kind of calming, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it's different because like
You gotta
I
hold
think
it.
yeah, I have things pop in my head right away, and I think about saying it. I'm like, you know what? Just wait a second. And usually, the weird thing is I don't say anything at all.
Mm.
And it's like I don't know. It's just so weird because like I'm so used to just like throwing whatever thoughts come to my head out like right away, which actually kind of ties into what our next point is, and what we want to talk about is bringing our like kind of like I mentioned the summaries from our books. We want to bring those and share them with you guys, the viewers.
Yeah.
And the quote I want to share with you guys today is from Rich Dad Poor Dad. God bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's from Rich Dad Poor Dad. My quote is, so he goes and says, choosing what we think rather than reacting to our emotions, right? So the cool thing from that is, for me, a lot of times when I say something, when I speak, bless you. He put himself on mute. You're still on mute. There you go. What's it called? Well, so pretty much what's been happening to me is every time I speak things, into existence and I'm having conversations, I usually let my emotions kind of guide me. And that's why I feel like all these times I talk quick and I don't listen because my emotions are saying, talk, talk, talk. Like, oh my God, like you need to share. And I've kind of been putting that in check and trying to apply that kind of that lesson that this book is saying, like, don't react with emotions, react with logic.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, reacting with logic this week has been stepping back and just listening, not interrupting people, not imposing my ideas and just listening. Like my ideas aren't going to change whether or not I say them, right?
Yeah.
But if I say something, it might, let's just say, like halt somebody else from sharing. So instead of me like reacting with that emotion and reacting with that like urge that like, oh, I want to do this right now, I'm kind of trying to apply that quote, quick paraphrase, like just reacting with logic instead of that emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's helped a lot. I think. I mean, I don't know if it's helped a lot yet, but my mindset's definitely, I wouldn't say being tested, but it's different, and I feel like it's a good difference. So that's my quote from Rich Dad Poor Dad today. I know Ahmad has a quote he wants to share as well.
Let's get it. All right, but before I get to that quote, one thing that you said, and I don't know if this is maybe just pure like luck or whatever. So we picked our word of the week, Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Did you, so you already read that? Oh yeah, that's a quote. So you already read that part of the book, that quote, and that's why you picked it? Or did it just happen to fall like that?
Well, the cool thing with that quote, yes, I'd already read it.
Yeah.
I hadn't really applied it yet. I hadn't really thought too much about it. But then I had a shout out Coach Allen. I had a call with Coach Allen literally moments after I read that quote. And he said like the same thing. Like we were having a conversation and that same like idea got brought up, and it's like, what did he say? He said something like pretty much along the same lines as in like, you have all these emotions that hit you and come up, and a true like sense or true like scale of like your mental like strength is like, can you hold your emotions back and react with logic and speak with logic when you have those emotions going on as well? Mm-hmm. And he literally like said that like right after I read the book, and I was like, whoa, like this is crazy.
Time out. Yeah.
So I think with those two things in mind from last week, that's what motivated me to pick the word for this week. Cool. Like subconsciously, because honestly, I wasn't even thinking about that quote until like today. Mm-hmm. So I picked the word without even thinking about it. But again, for me, that just goes to show like reading has such a good influence on me. Like even if I read something and I put the book down and I totally forget about the quote, it still has that like lasting imprint in my mind. So
yeah,
I feel like reading has done a lot of that for me. Because like, bro, I couldn't tell you like any quotes from that book without like reading it out the book.
Yeah.
But like some of the lessons like I can take with me and like internalize. And like, I mean, bro, that's how I got my word for the week. Mm. I mean, just from internalizing that conversation with Alan, and then the quote from this book. So it's funny you bring that up, but yeah, so that's how I got my word.
All right, cool. So before I share my quote, I just want to say, reading, it's been a big part of these accountability calls, right? It's been something that we talk about on a daily basis. And one thing, at least for the viewers, that they probably don't know about me is, before the summer, right? I had never read a book by myself. Promise you, never read a book. I don't care, school, whatever it was, if it was an assignment, trust me, I did not read the book, okay? But, luckily I had Jack there with me the whole time, always pushing me, whether it be one sentence, one page, one paragraph, it was always something one day, every day, always doing something. Shoot, it might have been one word, but hey, I can say I read one word that day, right? So now I'm gonna jump into this quote. And this quote is from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's actually a quote from Confucius. So the quote is, "Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your doorstep is unclean." Right? So don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your doorstep is unclean. So like, what does that mean? To me, it means literally don't be a hypocrite, right? Don't don't sit here and try and front and say that, oh, you're doing this, and this when you're really not, right? Because it doesn't help, it doesn't get you anywhere, it doesn't help anybody. So while we're doing these 3, 2, 1s, I think it's important for both of us to realize that we can just all this on here, it's just writing, right? It's just some ink and some little strokes of a pen, right? So it's important for us to really follow through on these goals, because everything in here is aligned for us to get to our main goal in the future, right? So just making sure that we're following through, not being a hypocrite, not just, writing it down, whoop-de-whoop real quick and then throwing it away. Nah, we're actually gonna write it down, keep it in our brain, and then, attack it every day, So that's my quote. That's what I wanted to say. And shout out to Jack, because he's the reason that I've been reading books.
I mean, if we're really talking about it, dude, when I started reading, I was a big reader in elementary school. Like, dude, like the Percy Jackson books, I loved Aragon books, I loved all that kind of stuff. I hit middle school and I stopped reading. I probably read maybe 1 or 2 books all throughout high school. Not a single book in college. I started one book in college, but like my freshman year. But I wasn't really into it. And the second quarantine hit, bro, I think I've read.
You read a good amount. You read a good amount of books, bro.
11. Almost like 20 books.
Jeez. So, and how long has quarantine been, bro?
Since March. So
that just goes to show, man, the dedication behind it, the fact that you really do what you say you're gonna do. That just goes to show, man, and that's what it's about. So, props to you, bro, for real.
I mean, not even to me. The thing is, like, if you said you never read a whole book in your life, like, at least I had some kind of foundation that was like, okay, I know I can do this. And I'm not saying you didn't know you could. Obviously, you knew you could read a book. It just took the like you said, the dedication and honestly, like, just the willpower to say, hey, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Just like the Shaw last name. Say you're gonna do something, I'm gonna get it done.
Exactly.
And bro, you embody that too. So
appreciate it.
Like, even though I've read 20 books, that step and your step is like the same thing, because both steps are on the way to the goals we want to get to. So I could have read 100 books, you could have read 1 book, you could have read 100 books, I could have read 1 book. We're both getting better, and dude, that's all that matters.
All that matters, exactly. So,
but going forward with that, we both have reading habits now, and we're hopefully going to keep them going for the rest of our lives, because that's how you're just going to continue to grow, keep bringing that information. So like I said, dude, it doesn't matter. And no matter what you guys are, the viewers. Oh, okay.
My bad. So I completely forgot about this because of Jack, right? Because, he pushed me to read my first, this is not my first book, this is my second, but because he pushed me to read my first book, I actually, when I got on campus, I reached out to the president. And y'all might think, who is Father Paul? Father Paul is the guy that I read the book with, this book, Crime and Punishment, right? But also, Father Paul is the president of the school, right? And president of the school, right? I could call him up right now. Yeah, hey, when we reading this book, right? And that's all because of Jack, right? Because if I didn't read that first book, I most definitely wouldn't have a book club with the president of the school right now. So just to say that, that's props to Jack, props to him. Also props to me. Shit, that's that dedication.
There we go. I was about to say you better give yourself some credit there. I mean, how many of you viewers reach out, no matter what, if you're in grade school, if you're in college or you graduated, how many of y'all reached out to the president, principal, whatever of your school and asked to do a book club? That many of you probably did that. And if you haven't, and that's something you're interested in, I recommend that you go out and either do that with the principal, president, or it's just somebody else that can hold you accountable and somebody else who is willing to do that with you.
Exactly. And one thing, Jack recommends it, but I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to reach out to your president or whoever, somebody of a whatever figure, influential figure that you see or maybe not see. Try and create those new relationships. Reach out to people and be like, hey, let's read this book. Just talk to people, really. Throw ideas between each other, or just do something productive where you can learn too. So, yeah.
Man, if you're challenging everybody else, I don't have the only book club I have is telling you what books I've read. So, I mean, if you're giving that challenge to all the viewers, you're giving that to me as well. So I'm gonna put that down. I have to reach out to somebody and start a book.
Let's do it then. So, that's all we got as far as our books. I know we both got to run real quick, so we're gonna give y'all our PS quotes for the day, for the episode, really. And I'll let Jack go first with that. So,
awesome. So my PS quote, my Posey shot quote for the day is one I really like. And we all go through hard times and struggles, but my quote is to perceive disadvantages as springboards to success. So when you hit something hard, when you learn a tough lesson, you can either soak and take that and kind of feel bad for yourself, or you can also learn from that disadvantage, learn from that failure, and with that learned lesson, you can accelerate to your end goal or accelerate and grow as a person. Because if you didn't go through that hard lesson, you wouldn't have learned anything. So pretty much perceive disadvantages as springboards to success so you can learn quicker and grow quicker.
Exactly. Yes, sir. I like that. My PS quote is, your excuses just gave someone else an opportunity. All right. So if you're over here, let's just say your excuses as far as your schoolwork goes, right? Your excuses being, you forgot to finish your homework. Okay, cool. But the homework was still due. All right. So now you gave your teacher, your professor, an opportunity to give you a bad grade. Right. So don't let that happen. Don't give somebody the opportunity to give you less than what you deserve. Right. So if you deserve an A, make sure you put that out on paper or whatever, express that through whatever assignment, how you carry yourself, whatever it be. Don't give anybody the opportunity to even doubt you. Don't give them the opportunity to look at you sideways. No. So that's all I got from my PS quote.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you again for watching. It's an awesome experience to have you guys listening. It's an awesome time for me to talk to Ahmad. We learn something from each other every day. And, this helps us and we hope it helps you. So Once again, thank you. My name is Jack Posey.
Ahmad Shaw.
And this is the Accountability Call.
Let's go.